Hi there and welcome back to our channel. Today's topic is the Japan eVisa. So if you're dreaming of exploring Japan's ancient temples and modern cities, or indulging in delicious sushi, and you're trying to understand the visa application process, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know before you travel, from the differences in visa types to must-know tips to help you make your application process a breeze. First, let's establish the difference between an eVisa and a regular visa for Japan. An eVisa is an electronic or online visa, which involves a process that's 100% online, pretty easy and fast. And if you're not eligible for an eVisa, you must visit a Japanese embassy or consulate in your country to apply for a regular visa, which involves an appointment or interview and usually gets stamped as a sticker in your passport. To see if you qualify for an eVisa, you can visit for iVisa's website and check for the requirements and steps from your specific country of residence. The link is also right there in the description below. Now we'll get into the specifics if you're ready to apply to the Japan eVisa. This online visa can really make your life much easier. The application process is pretty simple. Just fill out the application, attach the required files, pay the required fee, and you'll get it directly in your email in around 5 business days. Sounds great, right? About requirements you'll need to upload. Your passport scan or photo. They can be pretty strict with file size and quality, so you'll need to get a good quality scan. Check that the image size is within the specified limits. Also ensure your passport is valid for at least 6 months and has at least 2 blank pages. A recent passport size photograph without a hat, on a plain white background and without glasses. It must be taken within the last 6 months so it accurately represents your current appearance. Flight reservation summary. You don't need to have the fully paid ticket yet, but remember, if you're not flying directly from your home country to Japan, you'll need to include flights from your country of origin. For example, if you live in New York but will travel from Singapore to Japan, include both the flight from New York to Singapore and from Singapore to Japan, both ways. Proof of accommodation that aligns with the dates of your flights and the visa validity period. A detailed travel itinerary. Bank statements. You can download them directly from your bank's app. Ask your bank to email them to you or go to the bank to request physical copies. The Japan government accepts all these options, but ensure they have a QR code or a sign to validate authenticity. Now remember these 3 things. First, the Japan eVisa is valid for 90 days after it's issued. Second, it's a single entry visa. And lastly, remember to print it so you can present it upon arrival in Japan. You can apply directly through the Japan government website, but really the easiest way to apply is through iVisa, as the forms are much easier to fill. They won't reject your photos, and if you encounter any doubt along the process, their customer support team will be there to help, along with other benefits. After being accepted, they'll send you an email with your eVisa. Simply print it off and you're good to go. Now let's talk about what you can't do with the eVisa. First, work in Japan without the appropriate work permits. You also can't engage in any form of paid employment or long-term studies. Stay in Japan beyond the duration allowed by the eVisa or participate in activities not specified in your eVisa application. It's essential to adhere to the terms of the Japan eVisa to ensure your stay is smooth and compliant. Keep in mind, minors need a Japanese eVisa to enter the country. Parents or legal guardians must complete the application for them, and additional documents like birth certificate or a consent letter from the non-accompanying parent may be required. Now about the embassy visa, in case you need to apply for the regular sticker stamped visa, you will need to fill out the applicant form and submit it along with your passport, a recent photo and any additional required documents, such as your flight itinerary, a detailed trip itinerary with planned activities, confirmation of accommodation and bank statements. Since regular visa applications can take some time to process and require an appointment, it's best to apply well before your travel date. Keep in mind that the government fee is non-refundable, even if your application is rejected, so make sure to prepare your application carefully. We'll leave a link to an article below about these visa requirements. If you don't qualify for the Japan eVisa, don't worry, there are other visa options available, as the visa exemption, the work visa, the student visa, or the spouse or dependent visa. Each of these categories has its own specific requirements and application processes. If you want us to make a video about the specific processes and requirements, let us know. Moving forward, it's important to mention that using the official website can sometimes present challenges. For instance, one user shared their experience saying the following: "Just submitted an application yesterday. For the bank statement section in particular, I noticed the site only allows you to upload one file. Is it okay to upload just your past 1 month bank statement? The checklist said to submit the past 2 months, but there wasn't an option to upload 2 files. Realised only after I submitted that, and I should have merged the 2 month files together. Here there's an easy fix. Don't panic. If you've already filed your application using only 1 month's bank statement, this is a regular mistake. Getting in touch with the Visa Application Centre or the Japanese Embassy Consulate is the best course of action. Usually they will help fix it and they will understand. Now, if you're using iVisa for your application, just contact their customer service team and they'll talk with the government for you. Now, there are a lot of questions we've received about the Japan visa. We'll answer some of them for you now. Question number 1. I was denied entry to Japan by Japan Airport Immigration. When can I go to Japan again? The answer to that is being denied entry at the airport can be frustrating. It may have happened for one of the following reasons: insufficient documentation, suspicion of intent to overstay, criminal record, or previous violations or inadequate proof of funds. You should contact your nation's Japanese embassy or consulate to find out when you can return to Japan. If it's a short-term ban, you'll be able to reapply in a month or some months. But if it's a long-term ban, it can be several years. Question number 2. Can I extend a Japan tourist visa? The answer, unfortunately, a Japan tourist visa cannot be extended while the traveller is in Japan. You must leave the country and reapply for a new visa to stay longer. Plan your visit carefully until the last minute to prevent any problems lingering longer than necessary. Question number 3. I'm currently in Japan for vacation, but I'm considering returning. Can I apply for a tourist visa within a week after returning home? The answer to that is yes. You can apply for a new tourist visa as soon as you return home. Just make sure you follow the proper application procedure and prepare all the necessary paperwork. Additionally, ensure that your visit complies with Japan's rules regarding the maximum number of days a tourist can stay within a given year and specific period. So there you have it. Japan is a fantastic country that offers something for everyone by fusing modernity and heritage. You'll be ready for a great trip if you understand how to handle the visa application process and show consideration for local customs. Whether you're applying for an eVisa through iVisa or a standard visa through the embassy, these tips would ensure a stress-free travel experience, and who doesn't want that? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And please ask any questions or comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Have fun and travel safely while you're in Japan.